Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks to all you guys that have liked, subscribed, left some comments on some of the videos I've been putting up so far. Like I said in some of my last videos, it's kind of a work in progress. We're all, living this crazy life right now with the coronavirus and being stuck at home. I'm a guy that works a lot of hours for my full-time job. That hasn't changed, but I'm actually working from home, which is a big change of pace. So, like a lot of you guys, maybe we have some free time right now to check out some YouTube videos and do some stuff. And I thought I would take some time today. One of the big questions and one of the big comments that I got on my collection video was, how do you keep your collection so clean? How do you keep it dust free? What do you do? So I thought it would be a great time to do a video of how to successfully keep your collection clean when you have such a big collection. What are some of the tips and tricks I use out there? And also, as you know, I like Detolfs. I got a bunch behind me, the IKEA Detolf. How do I set those up for success? I thought I'd put that in the video too and make just kind of a cleaning and successful Detolf video all wrapped in one. So first thing I'm going to tell you is my collection is in the basement of my house. I actually built my house around my collection. This basement was hand built by me and a buddy of mine, and we kind of did it to the specs I wanted. As far as keeping dust and keeping clean, I think it helps being in a basement. You don't have a lot of windows, a lot of sunlight, a lot of traffic, stuff like that when you're, say, on a main floor. So that's one thing that I think does help keep dust down a little bit. The other thing is your HVAC system, your air conditioning, your furnace, changing your furnace filters regularly. Luckily I have a newer furnace and a newer house. I think that does help with dust. You go to your grandma's house or an older house, there's more dust. I think it's just the way houses are built these days and stuff like that. So that's one other aspect that I think helps me. But then the day in, day out kind of stuff, I'll show you, I guess, right here, a little Swiffer duster. It's quick, cheap, reliable. I think you just throw them away. My wife buys them. I always steal one from her. Those are really great to use to keep clean and do stuff. I also have a little fancier model that I use around the basement, a little bigger to get big shelves and stuff like that. So a couple of dusters, pick whatever. I think anything works. And it's not like I have to dust every day. I'm talking probably twice a year. I usually go through it, maybe something like that. But those two dusters are big. But the biggest one and my favorite, you guys have all seen this for keyboards and stuff, a can of compressed air. Just great, easy to use, easy to buy. Sell it, get it at Staples, get it on Amazon, get it wherever you need to. That is a huge thing I use to keep clean out there. You blow a dust in there every once in a while, blows it all out. Those three things are really all I really need to do to keep dust free and keep cleanliness to the top priority, or whatever you want to say it. I guess I'm rambling a little bit, but that's what I use to keep the Detolfs clean and keep the rest of my collection clean. Like I said, probably twice a year I do that. Secondly, Detolfs. How do I keep the Detolfs clean? I like the Detolfs up off the ground, as you've seen. I use Kallax risers from IKEA with the door inserts. That gets those up off the ground. I think it gets them to the right height they need to be at. And having them not on the ground helps figures not fall over. But it also helps, I think, with the cleanliness as well as the foot traffic, kicking up dust or dog hair, whatever it could be that might be in your house. I think that helps. But there's more tricks to that with the Detolf than just that. One thing I like to use is go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, Menards, whatever you got, and buy some of this weather seal. It's replacement weather seal. I don't know if you can kind of see that. What size is it? Oh, let me look here. It's just gray weather stripping. You can see it right there. This is huge. I'll show this later on in the video of how I have this set up, but it's weather stripping. It's got the sticky back you rip off like a sticker. Line your Detolf with that and it stops the cracks from being open. Catches any dust, anything like that. It's a huge trick. I haven't seen really many people do, but I think one of these goes for maybe 2-3 Detolfs you can get out of one of these. They're fairly cheap at any home supply store, so I highly recommend these for your Detolf. Keep stuff out of there. I think it makes it look nice too. Speaking of Detolfs, lighting on Detolf, I don't have anything fancy. I know you got some guys that like to do the strip lights and all that, which I would love to do that. I think the strip lights do look good. Problem is, I don't know how many outlets. I designed this basement with an outlet every 4 feet. Even with that, I would have so many outlets being used and so much of that. I've just put the old school puck lights. So, you know, you can get these anywhere as well. Little puck lights, little tap on. Get those at Amazon, wherever you want. Come with a nice little remote for them you can control. So that is what I do for lighting. Like I said, they're fairly cheap. The one complaint is batteries. You know, AAA batteries, they do eat batteries. They eat them while you're not even using the light. That is a huge pain. But here's my pro tip of the day. You know, Menards, if you have Menards around you, I know it's more of a Midwest type thing, but I'm sure Lowe's, Home Depot as well do this. Just keep your eyes on their Sunday paper advertisements. You know, at least once a month, every 6 weeks, they always have buy batteries and then they're free after rebate. I don't ever pay for batteries. Obviously, some batteries last longer than others, but here's just an example. You know, you buy a batteries free after rebate, so you never have to pay for your lighting. It would be very expensive to do the batteries and all these. I mean, they eat the batteries fairly quick, so I don't have the lights on a whole lot. I don't really, every once in a blue moon I do, but the batteries get eaten, I don't know, a couple weeks, 2 weeks out of them, something like that. But like I said, be smart with your purchases. Use that money for your figures. Don't use it for batteries. So just keep an eye out. Even like Harbor Freight, I know they have junky batteries. They have terrible reviews. But you can get 100 of those. They just had an advertisement the other day. It was 100 batteries for free after rebate. That's a no-brainer. That's the easiest way to do it. And then once you get into the Detolf, you know, you got the lights, you got the weather strip steel, you got it all ready to go. Here's what you need. Big fan of these. I strongly support them. Smalljoes.com risers. That's what I have. Clear. They fit the Detolf amazingly. It's definitely the way to go. A little bit pricey. Right now I think they're currently sold out, but they come back in. Just email the site and they'll get them for you. Like I said, a little pricey, but they're definitely worth it. You want your collection to stand out. You want to, you know, take it to that next level. Get these. You know, they do have racks like this, similar, but they're plastic, white plastic or black plastic. You can get at Home Goods or TJ Maxx. Bed Bath Beyond, you can use those, and I do use those on some of my bookshelf stuff that I have some of my Jack stuff on. But I think if you're investing in a Detolf and not just some bookshelves, this is the way to go. Make your collection stand out. You know, my recommendation is you order a bunch at once. I order a ton because shipping is the same for 50 as it is one, something like that. Another tip inside your Detolf, you know, Ringside Collectibles. Ringside, I've spent $1 million at you over the last 20 plus years. What's the guy got to do to get a nice discount? Wink, wink, outside of the 10%. But shoot me some free stands or something, Ringside, for all this. But black Ringside stands, you know, they have black, red, blue, clear. You can't beat their stands. These are the way to go for your collection. They line up to the early Mattels, had these kind of with them. They stopped bringing them with them. I put one of these on every single figure, you know, just a simple black stand. Really sets you up for success, makes everything stay in place. You can't beat the Ringside stands, you know, get my total seal of approval. Ringside does take great care of me, as you can see here. A lot of good stuff you can get at Ringside. And then I guess finally, the last thing I would say is another kind of hack I use. These are clear baseball card loaders. You know, you put your baseball card, you guys back in the day or now collect baseball cards. These, I don't know, $3-4, whatever they are. But these are great risers to use in a pinch if you need something. I use a lot of my Jack's Bone Crunchers with these. You get 2 stands in one, put them like that, put them together, bam, instant risers. I got most of my Marvel Legend collection on these. Just a cheap, inexpensive way without buying a ton of those. These are also, you know, a little smaller than the Small Joe's riser, so you can, you know, mix and match however you want to do it. Sometimes you can stack them up. Just another great hack to separate your collection from the rest of the pack, I would say. But anyways, thanks everybody for watching this video. It's, you know, answering some questions that come my way via email, message, on Twitter. Like I said, at SirPaul64. Hit me up on Twitter. You got any questions? Leave a comment, a like, subscribe. I'll keep doing some weekly purchases, maybe some tours of the collection. Maybe somebody wants to see something. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a top 10 classic superstars. Just leave me a comment and let me know what you'd like to know, and I'll try to pump out some content maybe every week or every couple of days for you. Besides that, thanks everybody for watching. See ya. Alright, here's the example of the Detolf, how I have it set up for success. I'm getting in here close. As you can see, the small risers by smalljoes.com, I found those to be the best risers out there as far as risers for my Detolf. I talked a little bit about the weather stripping. You can see right here, all the way across the bottom, even it up with the door magnet piece there, and then on the sides, all the way up, going there, and then across the top, very similar to the bottom, puck light, like I talked about, and boom, there you go. So that's some recommendations on setting your Detolf up to keep the hair, dust, whatever, just keeping it dust free.